Okay, I looked in the camera when I was getting my coffee. You'd see her standing there humped, head done like she was cleaning on something. Guess what I see? And Scott's still in bed. He's been hoping to see one. So anyway, I'm not sure who that is yet. I need to get her moved over and get some fresh bedding over here. This needs to get done too, but sneak her over, get her on the board. And yeah, because of the camera, I came here first because I was sure I saw something. I was sure I saw that little white head bobbing up and down. Now we got to finish with the rest of the check. Hey, that's why I like to find them alive, breathing. She's talking to it. It just isn't cleaned up the best. So, anyway, I still got more checking to do. Okay, it's a bull calf. Lifted leg and seeing a little red change purse. So that's a good thing. That's what we got to market for. Well, once the change purse is off, I used to have a fair market for the ones with change purses. I don't know how long ago I moved her in there. It's probably been an hour. Been long enough that stuff out there's stuck to a few things because the temperature dropped a little. And yeah, nothing going on here yet. Obviously a nice wet day. But I guess we got it better than some. See, Robert Drake put a video up of the blizzard they got in Pennsylvania. I got it right this time, Robert. You're in Pennsylvania, not Ohio like I thought before. And conversing with Bruce this morning, he said they're like 10 degrees and he'd trade me temps. I said, you take the fog. He said, not the temp they're at. Anywho, there's still nobody up yet. Everybody sleeps in around here. Drives me freaking crazy. Not really. Well, yeah, it does. I mean, I expect Mom not to get stirred until about 8 o'clock, but if Tylen spends the night here because she wants to get something done, she should get out of bed, but that never happens. And Scott, I don't know. He ain't out yet. Kind of thought he might be out by now, but yeah, he slept in yesterday too. It's probably too cold for him to come out here. I run away, leave him alone for a little bit. He's up looking for some breakfast. I think he got it. He was busy trying her front shoulder on this side till he walked around. Yeah. He's going to play hard to get for a little bit. He's up and knows where it's at. That's a good thing. I ain't going to worry about him. Well, Becky told me we needed to go for a drive, so we are. I'll show you a little. I'd have showed you some earlier, but it was really foggy. We are west of the farm on the other side of the hill and south a little bit. This all used to be cattle country through here. For the last mile and a half, we've been in grapes. I mean, granted, it's been a year or two since we've been through here, but it's all in grapes except for a few spots like this.
Yeah, it is kind of odd.
So, it's interesting.
It's a cutie.
She's talking about a guy walking up the road. Actually, I think I know who it is. The guy lives in one of these driveways right down here. He's a nice guy. He just looks like he...
Looks a little rough.
Yeah, looks a bit rough. You know, his beard's almost down to his belly button and his hair's past his shoulders, but he don't care. He's got plenty of money and he's got a nice place, so he don't care. We used to be a big Pole Hereford ranch just down the road down here. We used to deal with. And of course, all around him was these colored ones with white faces. And he passed away a few years ago, and his wife sold the place, I think. But she didn't want no more cattle on the place, so they sold everything off and did whatever.
You just got show cows from him.
Yeah. Amy
Is the one we have left.
Brooks cow is the last one we got from him before he passed away. Actually, that was just before he passed. And there it is. And God knows what this stuff is up here.
I don't know why they planted the pine trees. That
Right.
still floors me.
Yeah, planted the whole thing with pine trees by the looks of it. And there's some nice facilities up there. I don't remember how many acres it is, but it goes way the hell back.
Couldn't pay me to plant a pine tree.
And we used to come over and fertilize all of it for him. Fertilized all this and worked around the swamp. And then across the road was another old Hereford place when I was a kid. It was huge.
Back when dinosaurs ruled the
Yeah,
earth.
back when dinosaurs roamed the earth. And they sold out years ago. And so the guy that had this rented, for a long time he rented all of that. But at the last he just rented this through here for a hayfield. And then, the kids of the passed on owner of this over here decided they were going to cut roads in there to develop it. You want to talk about fun spreading fertilizer and fun making hay? Bet we didn't make hay for him over here. He used to spread farther up too. I think we spread about 80 acres on this side of the road. There's quite a bit up there in the timber too. But hey, there's a couple minutes of our trip. You never know what you're going to see. Piggies.
Nicholas.
And get down here in the low. And used to be, actually it was part of that place on that side of the road. Used to be a huge barn down here, big square sucker. It was a landmark. I mean, you could see it from space, and it was old. And when part of the place got sold off, it went with it. The barn used to sit. Let's see. That's the little one. The big one set right there. There's a rock wall. And this was all pasture, and that's all vineyard. Well, that's pretty much all it is over here now. Makes it hard to farm around because you can't have any crops near a vineyard because you can't spray for anything that you want to get rid of out of your crops because they'll hurt the vineyard. And somehow the vineyards have more rights than anybody else. I'm just wondering at what point in time are people going to realize you can drink wine, but that's not the meat that you're supposed to send with or have with it because there ain't going to be no meat the rate it's going. In my opinion. About that time of day, so they're coming in out here and loaded 4 barrels for a customer, so, and it's late enough. That one right there missing a lot of hair. I think that's the one that's been involved in a lot of the riding, and so is she. But she's got a string right now, and she's got an udder. But this other one, I think she might have been the one that was supposed to have twins, or I think she had twins a couple of years ago anyway. She's been ridden pretty hard. The weird thing is, it hasn't been quite the right number of days since the last time she seemed to be in heat. So I don't know what's going on there. But like Becky says, she looks a little skinny. Well, yeah, but I've seen a cow look just like that and have a big calf in her too. So I'm going to assume she probably is open, but we'll see. And so far, no more babies. Just all these girls that are, God, they've been so close. And I think they've just been holding them in because Scott's here. They don't want to show what they got. Don't want him to see them. That one in the middle of the screen is a dancer cow with no tag. And, I thought she was going to do something 2-3 weeks ago, and she hasn't. And Amy, she always looks like she's going to do something. I don't know. But Minnie M, she's got a pretty good string tonight. Who knows? Maybe it'll be tonight. Maybe it'll be in a couple of days. Might be another week. They lose the plug out of the cervix. Some people used to say, oh, it takes 2 days. They lose their plug 2 days before they calve. If you pay close attention to that, sometimes that 2 days is 2 weeks. And we've had it be even longer than that. So, calf comes when it's ready to come. Oh, anyway. And this is about the brightest it's been today. Been chilly all day and overcast till the last half hour, 45 minutes. Tease us a little bit. And Becky tells me earlier we're supposed to get cold temps, and it sounds like we're supposed to have snow Monday, and we're supposed to be 21 degrees. We just kind of figured that Scott's timing it right with headed home. He's going to be home Monday, so he'll miss that. If the weather guessers are right. Anyway, I'm going to let you go so I can wash it off my boots and call it a day. Thank you for watching.